over our
Wait, no,
podcast.
no.
Don't. I already did.
Wait a
Okay.
second.
It's too big. It's too late. I can cut it. Just.
I was gonna get you to start it.
Hey
I was gonna get
now.
you to do
Welcome
it.
to Gen Lab, where we talk about all the generational differences that we can think of, and then also a lot of other tedious bullshit. And here's our show. I'm Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine. I'm Darin. I'm the toothless outcast.
Okay, the old toothless baboon.
This is Brad, and I'm the straight man.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, see? I did pretty good.
You did fantastic.
Just fine. So if Darin drops dead, or what was she say? What did she say? Your dentist told you what?
I'm in danger of sudden death.
That's a little dramatic.
I'm preparing for it.
Okay. How have you prepared?
I'm having
Amy from the show.
Oh,
I'm having Amy look up. Yeah, you're starting the show now, and Amy's going to get a big pile of what do you call it?
Money?
Life insurance.
Oh,
Like, we're going to load up on life insurance, and I've picked out a spot
Good
where
idea.
I want to be planted. So I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
You need
remember,
to write your...
we need to get John on the show. I want you to hear about the mushroom suit, because you might want one of those so that your body will grow mushrooms once you're buried. It'd be a purpose.
That sounds fine to me, but you've been promising me the mushroom guy for 6 months, and I haven't.
I forgot.
Seen
Okay, wait. There's so much happening here.
Yes.
So mushroom soup. I've heard you can be a tree when you die, but who's eating these mushrooms? Like, what are they like? Why? And no.
You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like a wrap of mushroom seeds that they wrap your body in is what it
So that like it can, but why are we growing mushrooms? Like I could see why we're growing a tree, because people could sit under the tree and it's like a lovely thing, right? But I'm not eating.
People smoke mushrooms now.
Okay, I'm not smoking or eating or doing anything with a mushroom that came out of your dead body.
Coming out of my body.
Like that's weird.
Jasmine, that's how I can
live on forever.
Continue.
What kind of dreams am I having when I smoke Darin mushrooms? Like,
they're very dark. I can tell you that right now.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I keep bumping my.
Yeah. So, okay, a lot has happened. First of all, Greg, it's really growing in now. You're full on. I like it.
It's really grown in. Yeah, I've had a lot of good comments about it, actually.
There you go. That's all that matters is the good comments. Live for the comments.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I do it for. Yeah. It's been good so far.
People comment on it a lot?
I don't like it that much. My daughter says I look older.
See, and that's the thing is that it does kind of...
You might look a touch older, I'm going to be honest with you, but it's a better comment than you're in danger of instant death.
I think that it looks distinguished, and older does not always mean like gross older. Sometimes it's good to look more mature, older, more distinguished. I don't think that's ever...
I've never put the word older and gross together. That's only you.
Oh, okay. So well, as I get older, I feel gross, but it's not... I don't look at older people and go, wow, they're gross. It's not like that. Toothless, what is it? Outcasts?
The aging toothless outcast. Yeah. That's what I am. That poor chimpanzee.
I think health.
So a couple of things.
I felt for that dude, man. I mean, did I send you the
Doesn't
video
that
where the
suck
younger
that
one?
Like as I've gotten older, the movies that I used to enjoy as a kid or whatever, and I used to like sympathize or empathize with the kid. Now I'm empathizing with the mom, and I'm like, oh, girl,
that 100%.
Yeah, so
for sure,
100%. I'm like that too.
Hey, we're on a new platform today. We're trying something out. I hope you guys hope we have good audio and good video. Mm-hmm. Am I too loud? Are you guys good?
No, you sound great. How do I sound?
Yeah, you sound good.
You loud and like you have all your teeth.
And Jasmine looks good. So
no, I feel like it's too HD. It's like, when they got the really good cameras in the newsrooms and all the news ladies like started to look a lot older real fast because
I've never seen an older. I mean, what news lady looks older?
I don't know their names. I'm just saying, like in general, it's just like the 4K. Some people shouldn't be seen in 4K. It's just, it's too harsh.
No doubt.
I just see legs.
A couple of things about today.
Really, I
didn't get to go to the bathroom.
You need to go to the bathroom right now?
I didn't get to go to the bathroom because you started the recording. I was going to go to the bathroom
Well,
and
we
change
gotta
my
keep it
shirt.
moving today because we only have an hour for free, and then we have to pay,
Yeah,
Right.
and I'm
now I
not
can't
doing that.
go.
Oh, no, you can
You're not
go.
doing what?
Paying. I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
it's
cheap.
okay.
I'm super
So,
cheap.
but we do have a couple of things that we need to catch up on. One is the Dare recap.
Yes.
So you
Oh
won
my
the
gosh,
games.
yes.
Yeah.
You won the games last time,
Yeah.
and in winning the
I won the
games,
games
you
every time.
dared us.
You should
I know,
hit the
but
cheer button at this
I
point,
don't know
Jasmine.
with the
So
cheer button.
I don't have. I
I
don't know.
might
I'm just
not
saying if I
just
had those
because
buttons,
I don't want to take too long to find it, but
oh my
well,
gosh, I am so
that's
sorry.
once
fine.
we pay, I think we
No,
get those features.
that is definitely a major thing. The payout for the
Yeah,
winning.
no, it's
So
fun.
tell us what the dare
So
was,
I
Jasmine. Tell us what the dare was,
uh
and we'll tell you what happened.
so I dared Greg and Darin to, and I figured I would start small because I think it's going to
And
escalate.
Dean, by the way.
Okay, I know this is going to escalate. Eventually, you guys are going to be like jumping out of an airplane, but um, I dared them to send a wrong text, quote unquote, accidental wrong text that said something to the effect of, the doctor said that the growth is okay and the hemorrhoids will go away in a few weeks or something like that, and then say, "Oops, wrong number, sorry." And you had to send it to number like 13 on your friends list or your
Right.
contacts. So
Yeah.
someone totally random, could have been like a kid's teacher or whatever. I don't know. So who did you end up sending it to, and how did they respond?
So yeah, so okay, that's what I wanted to go into. So Jasmine says you have to go in your contacts, and the 13th person down, you're going to send this text. So we had to copy that text and send it as us, and it was something about hemorrhoids and this, that, and the other. So I was like, you know what? I'm in a stage in my life.
Yeah.
I think I love it. I loved
Oh
it,
well.
even though I was the pain from it. I love the brain that it came
Thank
from.
you. Thank you.
So the 13th person on my list, it just said add, the word add.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
So
you have no idea
I
who that
think
is.
that was from decades
Right.
ago when I tried to add a number to somebody else's number and I didn't do it right. That's my guess. And it just came up add. So it just said add. And I was like, that's
Like
perfect.
ADD
And
ad. Yeah.
Yes, the
I think
word
it was
add.
your dad, but it was
Yeah,
misspelled.
yeah, yeah.
It My dad would not be texting like that because that person did text me back. So what was great about it is like just one above or two above or one down is a woman that I just met in Fayetteville that's become a friend, and that would not have been good if it had been that person. So
Yeah.
I'm so lucky that it was this
That it was
random
13
ad person
instead of yeah.
of 11 or
Yeah.
whatever. So, but the bigger story here is how Greg manipulated the win.
Yeah.
So I'll let Greg tell his story. Oh,
What does
can't
that
hear you.
mean?
Hmm?
What does that mean? I manipulated the
Well,
win.
you did go through and you saw number
Well,
13 on your text list was somebody that you didn't want to send it to because they were a good client of
So
yours,
13 was
a
Adam,
good
who is
customer.
the owner of Tribe 16,
I means
and
nothing.
I could not send it to Adam. I mean, it
You have to
just
look them in the
it
eye the
wouldn't.
next day.
Mr. or Mrs. Ad could have been the president of the United States.
I
I have
mean,
no idea.
Well, and if it
obviously,
would have been
well, if it was the president of the United States, I don't think he's answering his own phone, so you're okay. I don't think
and then I sent it, and then the next one was another customer. It's just not professional.
well, that was the
So,
point of it. It wasn't like a dirty, like it wasn't
Yes.
like you were doing something wrong. It was like, if anything, maybe you would get more business because they're like,
Yes, because they felt
"Uh-oh,
sorry
yeah,
poor
for you.
guy. That's so embarrassing." I don't
yeah, I
know.
don't think
So
that's it.
yes, Greg, you
But
did
so it,
manipulate that.
yeah, a little bit. So I went to 17, I think.
It's okay.
So I went down to 17, who was a previous one of my kids' soccer coaches in a previous year,
Mhm.
maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I don't remember what they said. Do you remember what they said?
I
No.
don't
Like
know.
maybe who is
Did they
this?
respond to you?
I think they all just kinda were
No, they
like,
didn't.
"Who's this?" or right, or I don't
No.
know.
Yeah.
Mine
I'm sure
said
they got.
okay. Like hours later, mine said okay, and then I was curious who it was. So I said, "Who
Did you
is
find
this?"
out?
They said, "Well, I'm trying to figure out who this is." I said, "Well, so am I." And it
Just
just
ended.
we
You
stalemated.
didn't tell them? Why didn't you tell them who you were?
Dude, I got a free pass on that deal. No way.
Yeah, it would have been
Oh
much
yeah,
worse if it was like,
it's
"Man,
Darin.
sorry,
You
Darin,
know, it's
I've thought a lot about you guys over the years."
it's Darin with the hemorrhoids.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
me? It's Darin with the guy
exactly.
with the thing sticking out of his butt, the vein sticking out of his butt.
Well, anyway,
See, if
You
I'd
want me to
worn a
send that?
diaper like we
You want
talked
me to
yeah,
about
send
in
that to my
previous,
festival?
you wouldn't have
What
seen.
if your 13th would have been Joyce? Would you send it to Joyce?
the part
I was gonna
listen, the
send it.
part
It didn't
of the dare,
matter.
yeah, I believe that because
Yeah.
the part of the dare is that it's like you can't explain it. It's gonna be probably the wrong person, and that's why it incentivizes us to win the games. And also, it's entertaining for
Right,
our 5 listeners.
right.
So,
So
I thought it
honestly,
was
the
still
person
entertaining.
that it was right next to, the gal that I met here and we're friends
mhm.
now, that would have been the worst case scenario. Someone brand new, doesn't even know my sense of humor. Um,
Right. Mhm. Doesn't
that
know.
would have been the worst. So it came very close to being the worst. But if it's somebody I've known for 40
Mhm.
years, they know me,
Yeah.
man. They don't
Yeah.
care.
They're like, "Oh
I'm
gosh,
I'm a crazy
sounds
person.
like a normal day." Yeah, it's okay, but then I would say
Yes.
that's not even the craziest thing that happened this week in our text thread because you buttered a Pop-Tart. What the hell is wrong with you? That is
Dude,
not how you eat
okay.
a Pop-Tart.
So
Your,
well, look,
your
I went
comment
all
about
in.
buttering the Pop Tart was funny. Was funnier than the buttering of the Pop Tart,
He
though.
sent a picture
It was
of a Pop so
Jasmine.
I guess, Greg, you sent him
It
Pop-Tarts,
was
which was
wet.
nice,
I, I,
and
I did. So
so he sent a
Darren had mentioned
picture.
in a previous
Mhm.
podcast. Yeah, he had mentioned in a previous podcast that he had not had a Pop Tart in 17 years.
True.
So and he said he loved them.
Mhm.
And I knew you couldn't eat
I
Pop Tarts.
appreciate that.
So
That's really great. Yeah.
I sent him a box of 2 boxes of Pop Tarts, I believe, from
with
Amazon.
with with Greg's name on it. So this package and whoever brought the package left it on my trash can way out in the middle of the sun.
So
So
they're already
I
warm.
was I that's where the butter came from. Thank you for bringing that up. So I pull up, this package is sitting on my trash can. It's just they don't usually do that. I found it odd. It had Greg's name on it, and I hit him. I said, "Should I send this? Return to sender. Does not live here or whatever." So anyway, uh, I opened it up. He said, "Send a picture of it with you enjoying it." So it was already warm, and I thought, I've always liked my Pop Tarts with butter on
What?
it. So I popped it in the
That's wrong.
toaster, warmed it up a little bit more, hit it with butter, took a bite of it, and sent it.
No, no
And
matter how
so,
warm it is, you still need to toast it because it's like it's a texture thing, you know? It's not
no,
necess
it makes it
yeah, you
better.
don't you
Everything
can't microwave
is
a
better.
Pop-Tart, you have to toast it.
No, I
No,
toasted
I
it
got
and then
it.
I
Yeah,
buttered
no,
it. Who
no,
doesn't butter
no.
their?
What? No. There's no I guarantee you there's
It's a treat. It's a pastry. You butter pastries. No,
no, that's like that is so wrong. I don't know who told you that, but I guarantee you that there's no like, you know, step on the
Let
box.
me
They say
Google it.
open it up, put it in the toaster for 25 seconds and then eat it. They don't say put butter on the
okay.
top and eat it. That's the
Let me
fattest
ask you
thing I've ever
this:
heard in my life. That's a
fat.
fat thing. That's like putting mayonnaise on your french fries.
Listen,
Oh,
it's like it's
Irrelevant
like toast.
to
If you stick it in a toaster, it's like toast. What do you do with toast? You put
okay.
butter on it
do
and then
you
jam.
toast it or do you butter a bagel and then put cream cheese on top?
Yes.
No, you freaking don't.
No. I'm one or
Okay.
the other. I will butter a bagel. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
I
hang
can't
on.
with
Hang
you.
on. Hang on.
It's
AI says,
irresponsible.
yes, some people like to put butter on their Pop Tarts
Yeah,
and
some
say
person,
it
one
adds flavor.
person.
In fact, Pop Tarts even says their fans enjoy putting butter on their tarts. Some tips for buttering Pop Tarts include toasting, salted butter,
Hmm.
etc.
Ooh. I hadn't thought about that.
So, oh, okay, yeah. There you go.
So it
Step
seems
above.
Darren may not be in the super minority.
I
I've never
never
put
have
butter on
ever
a
heard
Pop
of that
Tart.
in my whole life.
It makes
It's
But
it
I
on
don't
the
better.
put
same
butter on
level.
anything
No,
except corn on the
God,
cob.
Greg,
That's the
you would
only thing
say
I put
something
butter
horrible
on.
like that. Listen,
What about a
I'm all
potato?
about butter, okay? I'm all about it, but I don't,
No, you're
not
not.
on a Pop Tart. That's on the same level as eating a pack of ramen when you just crush it up and then shake the thing in there and you eat it dry. You know what I'm talking about? That's the
No,
same
it's
level.
not.
Yep, it is. I actually
Look,
think it is.
if something goes in the toaster, that something can take butter.
I've eaten so many Pop Tarts in my life,
I
and
think
I
that's a good
just,
policy.
no,
That's a good policy.
It doesn't need butter. It has like sugar and it's got like so much fat in it. You don't need it.
And that's why I haven't had one in 17 years. Thank you. But if I'm going to have one, especially if I haven't had one in 17 years, I'm
You're
going to
gonna
make
do
it
it the
the
right
best
way. And
Pop-Tart
how
as
much butter
possible.
There.
are we talking?
I just, you know how
Oh, it was moist. I
It
saw
was
it.
wet.
It was shiny.
it
It was
wasn't
wet.
that
Like I feel
much.
like if you bite into that, it's gonna get like a little like.
No,
Darren,
ridiculous. So
all I can say to you is that you go. Do you? I
I'm not
think it's
gonna ick your,
fantastic that you had it the way you
but at the
wanted it.
same
Yeah, you're icking
time,
his
that's
own. She's
gross.
icking his own.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
you
gross though.
are.
She's icking your
I don't
own.
know. Buttery Pop Tart. Okay, whatever.
Hey,
So
I tell you what.
the amount of butter is, you know how the sticks are in the little paper?
Mm-hmm.
All I did was undo the paper and rub it on there. Just as it melted a little. That's all I did.
Oh my god, you rub it
What?
on there. That's so not cool. Then it gets Pop Tart all over the butter.
It's my butter. I live by
Well, I guess
myself.
that's
If
true.
a
That's
little
true.
bit of
That's fine.
Pop-Tart goes into my baked potato next week, then it's a win.
Well, I don't think it's gonna
Hey,
take
I
next
know. I know
week.
what
You
the
put butter
dare
on
is when I
everything.
win.
No, I'm not eating a buttered Pop Tart. I'm not gonna do it.
And look,
No, no, no.
no
It's not about a
Pop-Tart
butter
came out
pop tart.
because the one I got was the cinnamon brown sugar, and it's that slick, plasticky, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not the chocolate one with the little white bumps
Right,
all
but it
over
just
it.
feels like it's gonna like just slide off the end. There's really no point in it. I just feel like it's frivolous.
It wasn't that much butter. It was just
More is not always better.
waved. It
I
was just
just
waved
it's
over.
wafted. Like it's a
I would like.
scent, like a
I would like
And
for
I'm
all
no
those
butter
that are
guy either.
okay.
all those
Go ahead,
listening.
Greg.
Can you please weigh in with your comments?
Mm-hmm.
Would you put butter
Mm-hmm.
on your Pop Tarts
And if
or
you're
no
gonna
butter
put
on your
butter on a
Pop
Pop
Tarts?
Tart, it's not gonna be the cinnamon brown sugar Pop Tart.
That's what
And,
he
and
sent
and
me.
while you're at it, you can do whether you like pineapple on your pizza or not. Might as
I
well go
like
ahead and put that
pineapple
one
on
in there.
pizza.
I
I
like
like that.
that. I
I
like
like
that.
most
I
food.
like
That's
almost.
why it's, but just like I've never heard of
Yeah.
that. So okay, it's fine.
And I'm not a crazy butter person, but and let me say this: if someone told me 30 years ago I was
Mm.
going to be on a podcast and they said, "Guess what subject you're going to talk about the most?" and it was Pop
No, it's
Tarts,
water
because
towers.
we
What are you
talk
talking
about
about?
Pop Tarts so much, it's crazy. Jerry
I think we
Seinfeld should
should
have
put
us
our.
on his.
I agree because we talk about nothing a lot. And but I will tell you this though: if you're going to talk about water towers,
Mm-hmm.
we've talked about Pop Tarts a lot more than water towers now.
Have we?
I think
We
maybe
have
we should put our face on a Pop Tart on our shirt.
on
Okay.
a water
With
tower.
a
Why
biggest
don't what
slab of
it needs to
butter on
be?
it. Like just
it
dripping in
needs
butter.
It needs to be a water tower with a Pop Tart, and then our face coming out of the Pop Tart with butter dripping off
See,
of our
more is not
noses.
always
This
better,
is
but I did make
ridiculous.
a really cool. I'm very excited about a little thing I made today. I made Mona Lisa,
Yeah,
but I put like makeup on her that
I
so
think
she
that's
looks.
been done already.
Shut the fuck up. I took
What about the
I took
tiger?
the Mona Lisa. This is for something different. I took the Mona Lisa and I put a leather jacket on her and I put her in like a face full of
Yes,
makeup from like today. And she looks
yes,
way better. I'm
that's
just gonna
awesome.
say,
I love it.
contoured did a lot
Yeah,
for that
What?
girl. Okay, Mona Lisa
I
I'll give
never
her credit for
style
that.
instead of
understood.
Mona Lisa smile. You get it?
Yeah,
Okay.
she
I
needed
never
some
understood the
blush.
fascination with Mona
She
Lisa.
got some blush. I could probably
Yeah,
maybe share my screen. No, we tried
me
that.
either, Darren. No, I think you could. It's a new. This is a new
How about
thing. Let's
this?
try it. We need to try
Let
it.
me
We got to try our stuff.
well, I don't want to share my screen because there's a lot of crap open right now. All my porn is up. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on.
Yeah. All
You
your
know what I'll
what is it?
do?
Fans only.
No. Did I just
Hey, so,
hold on.
speaking of
Yeah,
fans
keep
only, so
talking.
when I
It's not
win,
fans only.
my the next game that I win, there's going to be a micro micro short showing.
Oh my God. That's such a way worse scare. Okay, hold on.
I do have 3 words tonight. I don't
Okay,
have
so
a
before we
Three.
definition, but
bef-
I have 3.
I have to tell my
Yeah.
before we get to
story though.
words,
Hold on.
hey, wait a second. I want to hear about the bus route. I love that
That's
song "Bus Route" by Tyler Childers.
Mhm.
I want to hear about Jasmine's bus route.
Okay. So I'm going to send you guys quickly. I'm going to send you the picture in the text so you guys can take a look, and then we can either put it in the show notes or I can just show it on my screen. But
Yeah, I
so
want you
this
to show it on your
is
screen. We need to test that concept with this new platform.
Yeah, this is a test pilot. This is our pilot
Yeah.
episode with the new.
Yeah,
my dirty.
butter
That's exactly what I do.
buttered Pop-Tarts right there. Look at them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They look delicious and wet. Moist. They look moist.
Moist.
No, I
Yeah.
was showing. Sorry, I was
Now that you say that, I think I'm going to start ordering my Pop-Tarts moist.
Ordering.
Like my
Ordering.
barbecue.
Yeah, when you order them from your wife. Okay, so there is my Mona Lisa
Yeah.
style
Okay.
right there.
Oh, she
Yeah.
does look a lot better.
Yeah.
Can you
Lot
give her
better.
highlights
I
too?
did. Oh, in her hair. Oh, I could actually.
yeah.
Yeah, she probably does need some of that. But like, I mean, look at that face. Oh my god, she's like that.
Oh yeah, she's got a pointy nose. I kind of like that. My new dentist has a pointy nose. I kind of.
She's got a little bit
I
more
thought you didn't like your new dentist.
contrast.
I
The one
thought she
that
was a
said
little bit
sudden
dramatic.
death. I don't necessarily know that I
Yeah.
want a dentist with a pointy nose because their nose is like right above your mouth.
I liked her. She and I got along great.
don't-
It was all
Did
good.
she wear a mask?
Oh, I guess they do
She
put a
wore a
mask
mask.
on.
She took it off
Yeah.
at some point,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's true. That's true.
that's how I
I-
noticed her nose was so pointy
Because of her mask
was.
I was wondering.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an A-frame.
Oh wow, so really pointy.
Mhm.
Okay, so my bus route.
So let's hear about the bus
Okay,
route.
I just want you
Mhm.
guys to tell me what you think about this because I thought it was really weird. So my son started riding the bus. It was day 2, and he's in 4th grade. So we're in a new house, new school. He doesn't really know the neighborhood super well yet. But anyway, so day 2, he comes up, and I see there's this app that's super cool where it like you can follow that bus in real time. So I saw that it was coming into our neighborhood in like a second. So I got up and I went and I waited on our front porch, which is within eyesight. And the bus came up to the stop, opened the door, closed the door, left. Like literally did not stop for more than 2 seconds. There was to the point where I was like, okay. And so I got in my
Maybe she was behind schedule.
yeah. Well,
But no kid got off.
nobody got off, but also literally there was not
I know, but I mean,
when you were on the bus, when I rode the bus, there's kids everywhere, and it's sometimes you get to your stop and you're trying to get your backpack up and you have to walk down the whole thing. Like if you get there and someone just like stop, open, close, go, there's no way. And he's kind of timid, so it was his second day. He wasn't. I don't even think for sure knowing that it was his stop. So he wasn't going to be like, stop the bus, and so I get in my car and Matt.
Take his third ass whipping of the day if he did.
Right, I know. And I'm like, Matt, let's go try to track this bus. And so we literally like followed it as fast as we could out of the neighborhood thinking we'll find it the next stop that it has to stop at. It doesn't freaking stop. Like I had to cut it off. This was like a freaking car chase where I'm like driving back and I see it ahead and then it turns and then I get it stuck at the light and then and it's still not stopping. It just keeps going. And I'm like, I think it's going this way. And we like cut it off.
Headed to the bus barn.
No joking. And we like cut it off. I see it coming and I'm like, I'm going to flip around. It starts to stop. It turns on its lights.
Flip around. Wow.
Yeah, because it's on like an intersect or a street. And it's coming towards me. And there's these apartments, right, that it I think usually stops at. And it like turns on the lights and it like stops in this street and there's cars like going by it because it doesn't even put out its little stop wing thing. And
right.
Like and it stops like at a stop sign stop and then it goes. Like it doesn't even open the door that time. And so I swing around doing a U-turn and now I'm following this bus. And we follow that bus. We started following it at 4:33. Okay, 4:33. We did not get it to stop until 5:09 I swear it knew he knew I was following him and he like turned off the road, turned onto this cul-de-sac road and got stuck in a cul-de-sac and had to like turn around definitely was not, I don't think, on his route. And I had to block the road for him to actually stop. He was like honking. And my husband got out and like and he was like, hey, my kid didn't get off the bus. He's like, oh, sorry, my bad. I stopped. Like he didn't even go, oh my gosh. Like he wasn't even like concerned about it. Anyways, it was really freaking weird. And my son,
what was your kid saying?
He saw us and he got really like happy. Obviously, he's like, I'm glad you got me because I was so scared because I think I missed my stop, but nobody was getting off the bus. And I said, like, and look, he's 9. And he's a little dramatic. I'm not taking his word for everything, but he said that literally no one had gotten off the bus yet. Like he literally, no one got off.
Like
yeah.
he was the first stop.
Yeah, like
So the guy was doing his bus route, but he wasn't.
Yeah, like
nobody was getting off.
Nobody was getting off, and Matt and I were kind of like, "Well, what was his plan?"
So he was gonna,
like just to get to.
He was going to end up with all the kids at the end.
I know. I'm
At the
like,
bus barn.
what? Because I was kind of trying to figure out. Well, because my nail lady told me her kid lives in Garner. She lives in Garner. Her kid went to the Garner schools too, and that kids don't get home on the first week until like 6-7 o'clock because the bus route takes so long for them to figure out and blah blah. I was like, really? The first day
this guy was
he was home at like 5 or he was home at 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, well, that's probably not true. And then the second day they had a substitute and I don't know what this guy was doing, but I was like, there is no world in which that is like, okay. And then, so I didn't know who to talk to. Okay. What was your question?
I think, is it possible that he felt like there was a kind of a finders keepers rule and
he's trying to like keep the children?
Who wants 60 kids screaming?
I know.
I mean, I know people online that that's a thing.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say that it was like some human trafficking situation. I think it was more just like this weird thing that happened, and maybe just really incompetent. But
I have two things. One, it sounds like the movie Speed. I think with Keanu Reeves.
It was like he couldn't stop the bus. Yeah.
Right. And then 2, when you said he would never chill out or pull over, he got it in his head that you were going to cause harm to the kids on the bus.
Maybe.
But it sounds like once he did stop, he wasn't. But it sounds like he's just clueless. He sounds like a totally clueless person.
I don't know if he was just like, I don't know if he was like on drugs or what, but I would say this. Hold on, sorry. This light is like right in my face. So
while you guys are on that, yeah.
Sorry. So I called the school because I felt like it was a weird situation. I called the school. I was like, well, maybe I should just tell somebody. Like, I feel like if I don't say something, I'll feel weird if something does happen. Why is this not going down?
Yes. Okay. Well, and I've heard of kids ending up on the bus at the bus barn. It's locked up. They fell asleep or whatever. And they're in there. It's hot. It's overnight.
Right. I mean, well,
they would have ended up in the bus.
I called the transportation center. Well, I called the school first because I was like, well, maybe I just need to leave a message at the school. So I left a message at the school. And then I called the county transportation. He answered and he took like a case and all that. And he was like, I've worked here for a long time. I've never heard something that crazy. He was like, thank you for letting us know. So he was super cool about it. And then, but the lady at the school called me back the next morning and, they're a backpack. They give them little tags on their backpacks that say what stop to stop at, which I'm like, look, if I'm a bus driver, especially a substitute bus driver, I'm going to check everyone's tags while they're getting on the bus really quick because I'm just going to know who's getting off at what stop. Because if I don't have to stop at a stop, I'm not going to stop there. Because I don't have a kid on my,
That's
you know what
illogical.
I mean? Right. So, but whatever, fine. Or I know that there's.
But you're not a bus driver.
Sure.
Yeah,
but look.
Although you should, maybe that's a thought.
Maybe that's what I should do. I'll just be a bus driver.
That's what you should do. You'd get insurance.
I don't need insurance. I have insurance.
And in the after. Okay.
But
you work in the morning and afternoon. You have your middays
open.
The whole
day
I would actually be on the news. You would see me go viral on TikTok I would be one of those ones screaming at a kid, and I would rage quit on the side of the road and leave all the kids behind. But so I called.
You said your kid was on. Yeah.
Go ahead. No. I said my kid.
I never get to talk.
Go ahead. You have permission.
No, I don't want to say anything.
I was just gonna say.
I want to hear.
The kid called me.
I'm shutting my whore mouth.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
You need to shit or whatever we said. What was it? So we called the school.
Hey,
The school called me
Darin and I
back.
think we need to do a drop
Oh,
that's
now
called
he's jumping back in.
Shut your.
Oh, she's getting pissed off.
I just wanted to say one more freaking thing, Greg. Okay, listen. The school called me
I'm
back.
just kidding. I'm sorry.
And the next morning, and they made me feel so stupid for calling. Like they were like, yeah, because it's the first week, it's not going to be like, they're not all going to get home at like right after school. It's going to take a little while for the bus drivers to learn their routes. And I was like, yeah, but
but they're not going to leave. Drive by the house and not drop him
I was
off.
but and then she was like, yeah, maybe you might really teach Tyler, like, next time if that happens again. I'm like sitting here like, that's not going to happen again, because I'll be at the bus stop standing there. Hi, but she was like, if it happens again, maybe you just teach Tyler to say, hey, this is my stop. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Let's put on the fourth grader to get home on time, not the person who's getting paid to get these kids home on time. Like, it was a really weird, and I'm not confrontational to her. I wasn't trying to start stuff with the school, but it's just like, why would your response not be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened, that's so weird? Not, oh, okay, well, let Tyler know to speak up.
Well, you're new.
Yeah.
You're new.
Should have jumped out
blame.
Should have jumped out the emergency exit. Next time, just tell him to jump out the window and hold on. Yeah, it's like, okay, sure.
Well, the first thing you have to do is defer. You don't want to ever take on responsibility at first, because then someone says, oh, the school's responsible, now we're going to sue them or whatever. So they always defer.
Right.
They always defer.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's the fourth grader's fault.
Of course.
I think your fourth grader should have known where his stop was, and he should have got off the bus.
He's brand new.
Yeah, shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Now, I don't know if I should say this. Can you hear me? My thing's not lighting up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is my mic on?
It's green. You're lighting up. You're yellow. You're yellow bars.
So you guys are green bars, but
okay.
So is this the incident that made him want to run off, or is this?
Oh no, that's pretty much always like a thing in his repertoire. If he's not getting the attention that he wants, and we've talked about it, like, you could just ask me, but then he'll just kind of start to, okay, I'm running away now. That. And the funny thing is, he's so dramatic about it. So like,
he's like looking over his shoulder.
He's not walking like a human anymore. He's like, okay, bye. Oh, wait. I need to borrow something. It's not my house, so I can't go inside. Can you get it? Like, he's just trying to get attention. It's so silly.
Oh my God.
He's like the jerk. All I need is this chair.
Yeah. And this I love that.
And
movie.
this whatever.
Oh my gosh, my lights are just, it's fine.
And I was going to say, I did that a couple of times when I was young. I may have even put together the red hanky with my stuff in it and put it on a stick to make it.
Yeah, he's made a sandwich before and like put it in a bag. So yeah, we've been there. Yeah, and then I have another.
I invite my kids to run away.
You invite them to? I know. I feel bad because look, I'm like, clearly you just want attention. Let's do it. What do you want? Come hang out. But anyways, so this business that I'm starting, part of it is that I sell clothing online. And part of that is that mostly women are buying my clothing, right? Because that's really what I'm selling, is women's clothing and advertising too.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't want big burly men buying your unmentioned.
Well, I guess I just didn't expect that was like a possibility, but my online shop I like to like try on the clothes and show how you can wear them. And I don't know if that like attracted this weirdo, but somebody bought this like really nice vintage.
Thirst.
I thirst trapped a guy, I guess, but
thirst trap.
Yeah.
But it's like a leather jacket, and it's a large leather jacket, and the name was Alex. So I'm like, okay, well, that's a girl's name. That can be a girl's name. And so, I mean, I decorated this box with like sunflowers, and I got it all. It was so pretty, and I sent it out.
Good.
And he was texting like a girl on there, like, though he was commenting on it, like, I'm a big impulse shopper, and like, is it in good shape, and blah blah blah. Like, I had no indication that this was a man. I didn't think to like click on his profile. But now he's like sharing all my stuff and like commenting on everything and like he,
Oh,
when
cool.
when you do this business, like you can share a little blurb about yourself, but other people don't really share that part of your stuff. But he's sharing that, like he's posting that stuff, which I feel like is kind of weird. And now I'm like, oh, it's a dude. And now he's gonna have my address because it'll be the return address on the thing I sent him.
Well, but where did you send it? Across country or somewhere local?
No, it's New Hampshire, but still, I don't like people having my address. That freaks me out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
don't do it
he's
from your
like
address. Start doing it
transitioning or
from
Put
something.
P.O. Box what?
Start doing it from P.O. Box,
Yeah.
or from one of those stores. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late.
For
Well,
sure, start
now
that.
it's like
You can move,
I'll
I
move
guess,
again. What was that?
Maybe he's just transitioning or something. Maybe he's like trying to get
I mean,
into,
it's a honestly, to be fair, it's a men's
cross-dresser.
jacket, but I don't know. If I was a man, I wouldn't really want to buy a jacket from a woman, like who's wearing the jacket in like a feminine way too. Like I feel like that would be kind of
Maybe he's
yeah,
maybe he's not looking at it like a
maybe.
guy.
Maybe you're right. It could be that.
Maybe you know what? Maybe he's one of those actors that was on the opening of the Olympics. Maybe he's one of those guys.
You know what's so funny is I ordered a jacket for myself, and it's like it's exactly like what some of those people were wearing, and I don't know how I knew that.
There you go. I'm sneaky smart about
You're right.
stuff like that.
You're so right.
Yeah, you really
That was
are.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, the bus route that's a fantastic story. Sorry that happened to your kid though, and good for you.
So that's
guys
like
for
45 minutes it took to
stopping
chase
the
him
bus.
down.
Yeah, we didn't get home till like 6:15.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's bad.
What about the other kids?
I don't know.
She took
Did they
them
ever
home
make
for
it
Well,
home?
no, because yeah,
No,
of course.
your kids. Your
Oh
other
yeah, my
kids.
other kids ride a different bus, and they have each other, and they're a little bit older. They know more about that kind of stuff, but I don't know.
It sounds just like
It was just a mistake. I think I don't like to put malice on something that could just be like, somebody being.
I feel like it's just
Okay.
homeschoolers complaining
Give it
about
to
the
me.
public school system.
And I'm real good about putting malice on things. So just throw it over at me and I'll slap a tag
I'll
on
just
it.
really make it
Ask
dirty
Amy.
and ugly. Yeah.
I'll put a name on it.
I don't know why my screen is so bright, but like my face is like a ghost.
Oh yeah, turn it.
I don't know how. It's like it's not letting me. It says it's like unavailable.
Well, it's because your light's not on. If your
It's
light was on, it
Control
would
Sun. Control Sun on anything other than a Mac.
If you turn night, that's a little better, right?
There you go. Hey, so yeah, and the bus route. If you haven't heard the song Tyler Childers' Bus Route,
I have not.
Are you gonna sing it for us, Greg?
Like I'm busy.
Oh,
during the day, and it's
nice.
hard to.
I like that art. That's fun. See, why can't I do that for a job? I want to just make art like that.
That makes me think of Phil Collins back in the day. He had a video with all these funny masks of world leaders and stuff. That's what that makes me think of.
Yeah.
I've been getting into pop
What are
art.
those symbols? Do you guys know what those symbols mean?
One is the symbol for you get to punch them if they look at it, and then the other one is lighting a lighter. That's a gun. That is rock on.
Okay, and then same thing over here.
Yeah, it might be numbers. It might be something like more significant.
What's that thing that one's holding? It looks like a little bugle or something.
It's like a shell.
It's a pipe.
It's a pipe.
It's a pipe.
It's a shell. It's a crack pipe.
I don't think it's a crack pipe.
Greg says, no, that doesn't look like my crack pipe.
No, I'd say
Unfamiliar.
Smoke marijuana in or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's the same kind of pipe.
Oh, is it the same pipe? I didn't know that was the same pipe.
I don't know.
I didn't realize.
Is it?
Okay, so anyway, Tyler Childers' Bus Route. The album is called Country Squire. If you're interested, it's a super good album. I like every song on it.
You said country.
It doesn't look like a country album.
Oh, it's very country, but it's not country. It is more
new country,
kind of bluegrass. No, not new country. Dude, he's Texas, hardcore Texas.
I went to see a bluegrass band last Thursday.
Yeah, he's definitely that style.
Okay, so do we have a game so I can dare you again?
Darin has
I
3
don't know if we
words,
have
but
a
he doesn't
game.
know the definitions.
Oh
I have 3
no.
words. No, well, I've got the words. I know the definition to the first one, and then I'll be busy looking it up while you guys are
While he
guessing.
Okay.
while he's looking that up, I will say I had a wreck on the way home today. Somebody ran in the back
Yes,
of
I
me.
want to hear about
Oh my
that.
God.
I was stopped at a red light. I was talking to Darin. Stopped at a
So
red
you
light.
guys talk on the phone without me? What are you talking about?
We were trying to figure. No, we were
What are
trying to
you
figure
even
this
trying to
talking
figure
about?
this
this
program
out.
out.
You
You
have
know what?
been
We don't
friends
talk
for
without you. Matter of
27
fact,
years or whatever.
no. But this podcast has changed that. So he and I used to talk often, but we decided to talk on this podcast. And I told him the other day when I did call him for something, and I said, "Hey
I
man, I
called you
feel like
actually for the first
I
time.
said, feel like we can't talk anymore
No,
because
that's not
we're
true.
wasting material."
Oh, I see. Yeah, maybe that's true. But
Yeah.
don't.
Mhm.
I love the idea that you guys talk all the time. I think that's really cool.
We don't
Well,
anymore.
that makes me sad.
Yeah.
Well,
No, we do
no,
it
we
here.
do this
We do it
now.
here.
Yeah, but then
We
I
do it
have to
here.
be a part of it.
We
And
s-
you know,
we save all our content.
sometimes you
Oh,
have things you want
it
to
makes it more
say
fun.
to each other. You gotta
No,
have
we say them.
secrets.
We say them in front
Well,
of you.
that's true. Kind of do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But you don't count as a like you don't. You're
you don't
you're
count as a
just another.
person. You're just there.
No,
Hey,
you're just
Greg,
another wheel, though. You don't. You're just another wheel.
of the tricycle. Greg,
Yeah. Yeah.
like what happened? Like they rear-ended you, or is there damage? What's going on with
They
that?
rear-ended me. So they rear-ended me. They ran their car. Right in the airbag where their airbag should have gone off. No airbag. I get out and I said, "Hey, dude, what happened?" He said, "Oh, this car is kind of got a touchy gas pedal." And I saw the light turn green. We're 10 cars deep, right? 10 cars deep. He sees the light turn green. He takes off, hits me while I'm still dead stopped. And we were 10 cars deep.
No, you can't
And I
do
was like,
that. Do
yeah.
you accelerate it like when you see the
So
green?
your
You
car
don't
9 and
touch
he's
the
I
10,
was,
something like
I
that.
was, yeah, but one hadn't taken off first. The light turned green
No,
and
I
the
No,
got
one
it,
was
but you're
still
that
stopped.
far
at that
back.
point you're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even
yeah.
Oh yeah.
undoing the foot from the brake. But
No,
if you were,
I didn't even move.
yeah.
I didn't even move. My car did not move
Huh.
because my foot was hard on the brake, right?
Yeah.
And his airbag didn't go off. I said, "Hey, man, your airbag didn't go off. You're lucky. That's super expensive." He said, "I don't think it has one. It was been in a wreck before."
And
And
I was
yeah.
driving because I
So anyway,
didn't fly. Yeah.
he gave me his insurance
And
information, said it
it's
was a cash
not
car.
real, but
You know, yeah, it's all
oh
right. It didn't do much
no,
damage.
that's
It
rough.
scared me though.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I haven't had that happen to me. I guess I'm just lucky at this point, but I know it will eventually. There'll be the day. Ooh.
Okay, so we have to have a short cast today because we're trying a new platform. And
Yeah, everyone is so
in that,
sad. I don't think anyone listens to this point, but maybe someday
you know,
they'll go back.
they don't.
No, some do.
They don't. You know, some do.
Some
It's
do. I
interesting
do.
how we.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, though there's a number of people that do. We have 60 subscribers. I'm guessing a large portion of those do because our numbers show where because like 90% of people make it through 45 seconds on most videos. That's the kind of the what they say about, you know, this
Anything?
general
Okay. Yeah.
consensus.
I mean, I listen to
General
all of
consensus
Joe
that
Rogan's 3-hour-long podcasts, even when they're
okay,
horrible.
And you don't
so
listen.
I never listen to ours.
she never listens to ours.
That's
But
not true. I
but
listen to them.
45 seconds. So 45 seconds and our times have been inching up and we're about 12 to 15 minutes. The interesting part to me is that the best content a lot of times is at the end. If because that's when people get more comfortable, more familiar, especially if we have a guest. We do some more games. So I like the ends. It
The
just
middle's clunky.
people
Well,
don't
we
get
got to
the
do shorts.
Okay, I know. My
we
gosh, I'm sorry. I'm the worst.
No, it's not a criticism. I'm just saying we
Although
got to do
I'm putting
short.
together a
well, that's
montage.
what I called Darin about today. I called him and I said,
We
man, we
gotta
got to figure out how we can
fire
tell Jasmine to do more shorts.
fire Jasmine.
But
She's not doing her
we,
job.
Let me call our old boss and
I
see
mean,
how they got her motivated.
even if you did micro shorts, I mean,
Shut
some
the
kind of
fuck up.
shorts we have to do.
Smish you. I think that's what it was.
Shut your whore mouth.
Smish.
That's what I
Yeah,
want as a drop. If I have one drop, I want shut your whore mouth.
What is a drop?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
it's
we
like
can do
the
our,
thing like that.
It's
we
like the
can do
little
our,
clap
And
or
who's
the
saying
yay.
it?
and
No,
you.
I
that's
think
your
it should be
deal.
like Donald Trump saying it. or like somebody
It's
somebody
your word. Let's
famous,
use it.
like
You are
Michael
famous.
Jackson, or like
Oh,
you can get AI to do anything these days. We could have like the Queen of England being like, "Shut your whole mouth." I like it.
Well, I like that. Or some
Mhm.
cottony sounding person like Mick Jagger.
Yeah, I like it.
all righty then. All right. Do you have any words, Darin? We
Darren,
have
what
4
are
minutes
our
left.
Okay.
words?
And I'm looking it up. We may have done one of these already.
Okay.
So I'll do this one. I think we may have
I
already
feel like I have
done.
one, but I can't remember it now.
Have we
This is
done
so weird to
fourple?
be on this end of this conversation.
Have we done fourple? The word fourple?
No.
No.
Okay. Sounds
I'm
familiar.
going to say that's a threesome with 4
No.
people.
Oh, Craig, you can't jump in like that. I was going to guess it.
Jasmine, you always go last.
Yeah. Okay, you think it's a threesome with 4 people, Darren? What do you think it is?
Okay, Jasmine. No, I know. I'm looking it
Oh,
up.
okay. I think that it's actually just like a
It's just
couple, but it's a
mono e mono.
fourple. It's like you have 4 people in any group. It doesn't have to be. Everything isn't sex, Greg.
Well, honestly, I don't remember where I got
That's
this
the
word.
pot calling the
Because
kettle
it could be a
black.
foursome if it's no. So fourple is like you are a couple, but there's 4 of you, and it could be a relationship context. But I think it really could just be like a group of 4 people that are friends.
I'm just going to run away
Well,
from this podcast.
Oh,
just
just
be sure to make a sandwich.
I'm just gonna run away. And can you
And
turn
I
off
just
my
need my
echo cancellation because
microphone.
I don't actually I'm not able to do that anymore.
Don't worry about
all
me.
I need is my headphones. So I don't remember where I heard this word. These words are hitting me out in life, and so I text it to myself. And unfortunately, I did not text the
it to yourself. You
definition.
can just do the notes app.
Whatever.
You
So
didn't know what the
I
word
looked
means.
it
Here, I'll
up,
look it up.
and I don't remember this really. So I don't know about this definition. This says a 3-dimensional 4-in-a-row game.
What?
Players use cube or cylindrical game pieces to be the first to get to 4 in a row up. I don't know why the hell that would have
Darren, this isn't
triggered
good.
me.
We need to do a normal word game. You're just talking about
I
random
think it's a threesome with a 4th person. I think that's the only reason that would have even hit my brain. So I don't know, but that's the look.
Okay, so you're giving that one to Greg.
No, it's a game. It's some kind of game.
Oh.
So here is one that
I'll take it,
I've
though.
got the other 2. Okay, we'll give it to Greg. I liked his answer.
I feel like you guys are conspiring right now. I'm over.
No. It's that phone call when Greg. Oh, did you have damage, by the way?
He
I
said
didn't
not
think
really.
so. I told him I'd check it tomorrow because I was in a hurry to go do my podcast, and I gave him the podcast link.
No,
Told him
you
check it
did
out.
not.
Yeah.
Now he's going to
Oh my God! Shut the fuck. Now he's going to hear all the bad things I just said about him.
Rebecca syndrome.
A fourple is to have your chip stack multiplied by 4 times in a single hand in Texas Hold'em.
That's 100% what I said.
You've been playing Texas Hold'em?
Is that what you're doing? You're having poker nights without us? That sounds fun.
That's so what was the next one, Darin?
Rebecca syndrome. And I do remember this.
Yeah, I know what this is.
Do you want to go first?
You know what this is? Oh, shoot.
No, but I can make it up. So Rebecca syndrome is when you are acting like someone from 19 that was born in 1970 or earlier.
Oh, okay.
When Rebecca was a
What does that mean? Well, how do you act in 1970?
No one has the name Rebecca anymore. So if it's
okay, like a Jennifer syndrome
45.
would be from someone from the 80s, and then like Like
That's right.
Allison would be someone
Yep.
from the 90s. Okay.
That's a cute answer. I like
Yeah.
it.
Joyce would be someone
Jasmine,
from the silent
Sure,
generation.
sure,
Yeah.
sure, sure.
50s or
Hey,
40s.
hey!
Yeah.
Shout out to Joyce, the stripper, and Joyce, your mother-in-law.
Shout outs
Hey,
abound.
You know
didn't
what?
know
We
she.
may could get Joyce on if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Oh, I do want her.
100%
Matter of
I
fact, we've
do.
been talking about that for a while, but we haven't. We
I
didn't. We
know.
couldn't do it at
Which
the
Joyce?
time, but now we should be ready.
Can we get both on at the same
Joyce.
time? Because that would
Oh,
be
so by the way, the Joyce that was at Lakeside was Joyce Meyer. You probably have heard of her.
No. Okay, I think Rebecca syndrome is somebody who has that Valley Girl vocal fry, probably something that people have associated me with in the past. I did grow up in Northern California, and we would say things like hella and hecka and dude and well, we said a lot of things, but that I actually can't say anymore because it was back in the day. But yeah, like Rebecca syndrome is like one of those girls that goes around and they're like, oh my God. And they are talking about their Starbucks and basically basic bitch me. I have Rebecca syndrome. It's me. That's perfect.
I think
Interesting.
I think it's also could be now that Jasmine said that. I think it's probably like
When I
I
say
said like a bunch of times because
I like
yeah.
Rebecca.
Because it's
No, but
Valley
it's
Girl.
like super jealousy how you guys were super jealous of each other back when you were saying those words.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean
Hmm.
jealous of the girls are jealous of each other?
Yeah,
God, I don't
super
think
jealous of each
ghost.
other. Yeah. Hmm.
Yep.
Okay, is that everybody's final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, Greg is in the neighborhood, but he didn't hit it.
Uh-huh.
Rebecca syndrome is a pathological emergence of jealousy towards an ex-partner of
Ooh.
the current partner of person. I'm
Oh
saying
my
it wrong. Hold
God,
on.
I don't
The
know.
fe- the feeling of jealousy is pathological and it arises without solid ground and when it reaches a very high level from normal
Oh wow.
behavior.
Okay, so when
Okay,
you're
So
you
it's
got it,
jealous,
jealousy
folks.
of an ex-partner.
when you're jealous of the
So
ex-partner or the new partner of the ex-partner?
Ex. Oh.
Like you're like stalking her on
Mhm.
Facebook
towards
and
an ex-partner of the current partner. Okay, so it'd be like Matt being jealous of your high school
oh,
boyfriend.
okay. I've had that before. 100% I've had that before.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me if this is
Yeah.
weird. So my mother-in-law, like the first time I met her after we got married, because we got married really fast, so one of the very first times I met my mother-in-law, she like went to Matt and she was like, so Matt had a high school relationship with a girl and they were together for like 2 years and like everyone wanted them to get married and like he's a kid, right? So he was like, no. Well, anyways, she broke up with him and he was like really hurt by it. And then the very
And he
first
got
time I
married as a
meet,
kid.
yeah, yeah. But then the very first time I meet his mom's like, oh, I ran into blah de blah at the store. She's doing really well. She asked about you. I'm like, you bitch. That was like such a low blow for the first. So I got a little bit of that at that point. But that was 14 years ago.
So
So.
she was saying she asked about Matt, not you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
was just
Well,
like,
I'm
and
just
then she was like, oh, she's doing really well. And she's like, it's just like, why? Why are you doing that?
okay. Well, I
Yeah.
think it's easy to be like
Yeah.
that.
But
It's
really
I guess I
it,
unknown.
didn't get like crazy about it.
no.
I felt really crazy for that moment, and it
No, I get it.
still
I feel crazy
pisses
all
me
the time.
off.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
We're,
in the matter of time, I'm going to try to get this other one in. Go ahead, Greg. No,
yeah,
go
let's
ahead,
do it.
Greg.
No,
Please. No, please. No, I
please,
want to
You
hear
know
God,
it.
what I
Greg,
want you
Please,
to
Greg.
please
say.
say
No,
it.
say I'm not going forward with it until you
Say
say it.
something.
Go ahead, Greg. I'm not going forward until you say what you were going to say.
I froze.
Mhm.
And
What
now I
does
don't have
that
anything to
mean?
say.
Okay.
We
The
were on
last
Riverside.
one.
And I was always freezing on Riverside.
Yeah, yeah. The last one is simp.
Simp.
Oh yeah, I've
S.
heard this before. Let me think.
SIMP.
Oh, like your simp. I think that's like your. God, it could be
basic.
so many things. Like, yeah, like you're basic, like you're
Simple.
simp.
Oh, so many.
Simple.
But no, I think it's like, I think it's going to be specific. It's going to be like,
Oh,
you're a
no, I know
guy.
what it is.
No,
No, I
shit,
know
you
what it
really
is.
do? It's like a guy who has no riz. What? What? What?
What do you mean Riz? Define Riz.
No, I won't.
What's Riz? What do you mean
Riz is
Riz?
like they have no game. This is what the kids say, but I'm chuggy, so who cares? What, Greg?
You're chuggy?
So I think it. Oh no, I think it means.
You had to wait
Oh
too
my
long.
gosh, I had my hand
My
up that
brain
whole
does the same
time.
thing.
And we're out of time.
You've got 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes to come up with it, and I'll give you all of
Oh
it. I
my
don't care.
gosh.
You
Simp.
seriously forgot?
Yeah, simp. Yeah, dude.
You come up
Yes,
with
I know
something.
that. Well, I said something already, but I remembered what I've heard it before, and it means sympathetic. Sympathetic. Sympathetic in a particular instance, though. It's sympathetic to someone online on Facebook about something. Can't bring it up. It's something like that,
No,
though.
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. So
Mhm.
the definition of a simp is, and these words are, they hit me throughout my day, and I'm like, I don't know that word, so I've been making myself a note, and I really like being on this part of it. By the way, I need to practice reading the definition though. A simp. Okay, so let's say you're a good looking hot girl, right? And there's a guy's like, oh, do you want me to go get you coffee? Oh, do you need help? You're moving? I'll help you move. Oh, just like overly too much, too many comments, too many accolades when it's not deserved.
Yeah.
Just trying too hard,
Trying to. So
basically.
did
Yeah,
mine was
that's
kind
the
of
way I
on. I
feel.
said
That's
he
the way I
had
feel in
no
this.
Yours,
riz, and that means
you were
you had.
close, and I guess I can give it to you. So that means Greg has one and you
So
have
we need a
one.
tiebreaker.
Did
Wait a
any?
second. Wait a
There
second.
was
Yeah,
3.
Yeah, but neither of
yeah.
us
I don't
got the
We
other
didn't get the
remember.
one.
other
I
one.
don't remember what it was either.
Okay,
Fourple. It
I
was
only
fourple.
had 3
Neither one of us
words.
got it.
Okay, I have
So
a word.
I feel like that's kind of what happens on this show. I feel like Jasmine's
Purple.
always
Trying too hard.
simping me or whatever. Hmm
Oh, that's
She's a simp.
ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch.
I feel that
Yeah,
too.
and you're a fourple.
I don't know what that means either.
Good.
Okay, so
That's like a Ross flipping you off. That's like a Friends thing.
Oh, the funny thing is, you guys put stuff on that. We have a Gen Lab text. By the way, if anybody wants to be a part of the Gen Lab text,
Yeah, the text. Yeah, we'll add
shoot
you.
us some
No.
messages, and we'll add you to a different one. How about
A
that?
group
But they
chat?
say
What are you
stuff
talking about? No, I'm not doing
No, I don't
that.
want that. I don't want these people having my number. But I
that
do want them to
These
comment.
people, these 4 people, that just get too crazy because
yeah,
there's
but
so many
How
listeners
about
that.
1800 plus? Thank you very much.
if you guys would like to make comments about what you'd like to see in a short, I'd like to see that as well.
How about you
Darin
follow us? How about
and
we
Jasmine.
do a Patreon and you guys pay us so that we can actually keep doing this because
Where
Yeah, you know
Jasmine's
what?
kid doesn't have to ride
ride
the
the
school bus that won't
bus.
stop and let him
My
off.
poor,
Oh my
poor
gosh,
child.
no doubt.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm simping
private
right
tutor. We're
now.
looking for a private tutor.
And Darin says he's
Mhm.
going to start an OnlyFans, and I think he was talking butt cheeks and feet. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Hey, what about Matt's
I
birthday? I
hadn't
didn't
heard
understand
that.
that comment.
Huh? Oh, we don't
You
have
have
time for
you
this.
have
We
30
have
seconds.
30
30
seconds.
seconds. Go.
What
30
do you
seconds.
mean? What's the comment?
Yeah,
Matt's
what is it?
birthday.
Oh,
What's
I said
Matt's
it was the
birthday?
best. I went into the office and I told Darin, Matt's birthday. It's my favorite day of the whole year because it's the day that my husband was born. And I love him, and that was like he was like, gross. Ugh, oh my god, and he couldn't handle that comment. So.
Man, I went a whole different
This
direction on
happened?
that. But
Yeah, like a year ago.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Bye, everybody.
It was for.
That's the
bye.
show.
See you.
Oh, we're saying bye. Okay.
Right?
Well,
We
Oh,
have
we've
it's
to.
still
got less than a
going. I
minute.
don't
We're out
know.
of time.
Oh, I thought.
No, we
Yeah, but
have
it won't.
59 minutes and 59 seconds. Something like that.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I cut it short. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
What do
Okay.
you think?
It's still
We
recording.
need to be saying bye now.
It's still recording. You guys have to
Oh,
turn it
you
off
want me
It's
to?
59 minutes and
We're gonna use
19
every damn second that we get for free.
every damn second.
Oh my god.